Hi Cancer, welcome to your July 2022 general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. So before I get started with the reading, I just want to take time to say, guys, thank you so much for your love, your support, your patience, your understanding. I've been gone for a while. I got married and then I went on my honeymoon, which was fantastic, but then I caught COVID. So I've been slowly but surely recovering. Don't worry, guys, I am okay. I have been quarantining. I have been keeping my distance, trying my best to recover, but you know what? I missed you guys, and it's been far too long since I've connected with you guys, and I decided even if I'm not feeling my best, I'm here, I'm doing it, and I'm so excited to be back. So thank you guys for everything. Truly, you've been amazing. So let's get right on into this. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Cancer. This will not resonate with every Cancer that watches this message. And because this reading is general, not every single message is going to be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Cancer, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross watchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in a Cancer. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Cancer and cross watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So let's get right on into it. I'm going to use my sound bowl first, Cancer, to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume's kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit only for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's do this. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's happening in the month of July for my Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone dealing with the Cancer? What is the energy surrounding my Cancers in love and romance spirit for this month? Tell me of the energy that is coming through for their reading. So let them know what will be happening in the month of July. Tell me about July and love and romance spirit. Time apart. Okay, so this tells me for the ones who I'm connecting to right now, I feel you guys have recently gone through a separation, or Cancer, you know what, this person, as long as you were waiting for, wasn't giving you what you wanted, so you've decided to be the one to walk away. If it was the other way around, then I'm just feeling, the energy's in reverse, but I don't know, Cancer, it feels a lot like you were the one to fully disconnect from this. You may not even been in a relationship with this person, in a commitment. Maybe some of you are and you're dealing with a breakup, but it feels more like, Cancer, the longer you waited, the more you realized it wasn't going to change. I don't know, this person's in and out energy, this person's inconsistency, this person's, promises that were just half-assed, never fulfilled. So I do feel, Cancer, someone's really missing you, and someone's really understanding what it's like to now no longer have you in their life. I feel for some of you have tried to reach out, but you didn't reply. For yourself, you're like, I'm just not going to. I know that this is going to create another cycle. I know that this is just going to keep me in this loop of faith that is never going to be met. I don't know. I feel like a lot of you lost faith in a certain someone, in a certain connection. The letter T is standing out very strongly to me, as in Tyler, as in Taylor. First and the last initial can mean something to someone, does not have to be the case. But yeah, I feel that, I don't know, for some of my Cancers, maybe you guys are kind of embracing this single life now. Kind of like there's been some sort of release or energy shift with letting someone go that you held on to for a long time, consciously or subconsciously. But you know what, Cancer, you're kind of either already have or coming to this decision that time apart is best for you right now. And I don't know, I feel like you've kind of prioritized this other person's needs for too long, or this other person's, you know, you took their time and you were far too patient with them. I don't know, it feels like that. So Spirit is saying, you know, this time apart is needed. But I think, Cancer, someone's having a really hard time with this. A lot harder than what you would have guessed or assumed. Especially someone that you felt took you for granted or took this connection for granted. They're not doing so well. I feel that. I feel heart chakra sadness here. Now, both of you could be feeling that. But Cancer, I think you have no idea how hard it's hitting this person. And that's why they're coming through in your reading right now. Some of you, this may have been going on for the last 6 months. Like maybe January is the last time you spoken. And maybe because it's your season, maybe your birthday's coming up or is already passed. Like this person's feeling you very, very strongly. You know, they may still follow you on social media and see your posts and regret a lot of what has happened between the two of you. So let's see what they want to tell you. If they could speak to you, if they did have the chance, what do they want to say? I will always love you no matter what. Whoa, Cancer. This person's still deeply in love with you. I don't know if it's been months, years, a few days. They're really going through it, Cancer. And again, like they'll always have love for you. I feel even if it didn't end very well, even if it ended, you know, in a fight or an argument or whatever, messy, even if people were to try to like talk about you or talk bad about you, they will never participate in that. They would stick up for you. They would say, hey, you know what? I still care for them. Like that will always be, you know, someone I care about. Please don't talk about them that way. Like they've defended you even when their friends try to cheer them up and be like, well, screw Cancer, whatever. No, like they definitely were the ones to say like, I'll always care about Cancer. They're going through a heartbreak right now. Or like, again, if it's been a while, you've been coming up in their energy, you've been coming up in their thoughts, and it's been all recirculating back to you, Cancer, and the memories they've had with you, the pictures that they still kept of you, they still look through, they still maybe even have on their social media. Damn, yeah, someone's really been missing you, wanting, yearning for you. But it says some distance will help bring clarity. So it really is showing me whoever's having a hard time with this, you, them, both of you, this time apart is needed. Needed for someone to wake up or someone to learn a lesson. So let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm seeing someone with like a bucket hat. I don't know if that's the right term, but those hats are like circular that have like that flat kind of. Just for confirmation for someone. Whoa, the Sun card. At the center of this Leo energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. You could have Leo in your chart. It does not have to be the case. But I'm going to get all the cards out first. And then I'll kind of read the cards for you guys. Whoa, yeah. Wow. Okay, Cancer. Bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Cups. So this is Pisces energy. With this Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this is kind of giving me an idea of how everything started, what the energy was in the past. So, you know, Cancer, I feel that with the beginning of this, how it all started or how you guys kind of connected was that this was one of the people you felt the strongest emotionally towards, that you did not open to immediately, but as time went on, you felt more in love with them. And I think that's kind of where this sense of betrayal kind of hurts the most, coming from your end. why it was so hard to leave, why it was so hard to walk away. Almost as if Cancer, when you guys first met, they always complimented you. They always, made you feel really good about yourself. Maybe for some of you, it kind of borderlined on like love bombing. I'm really starting to feel you. I'm really starting to care about you. And this was the person that you kind of started to open up to, started to be a little vulnerable with, started to be a little open towards. But this was the Knight of Cups. And to me, it kind of feels like this person didn't really have a plan of taking this further when you were around. They kind of liked the fact that you guys were just engaging, talking, being together, but they never made any moves that made you feel like this was going to go anywhere that you wanted it to be, that you hoped for it to be. And maybe even some of you felt like you kind of got carried away in your fantasies with this person and your daydreams with this person. But yeah, I feel with this Knight of Cups, they're very charming. They're very good with their words. They're really good with how they get your emotions all, started. And this person knew kind of what they were doing when they were first met you, Cancer, when they first really wanted you to fall for them. They knew how to get you to kind of open up and be vulnerable. But they didn't have a plan after that. They didn't have a plan of, then making the next move or taking this more seriously. And I think that's kind of where it hurt you the most. I feel like you were kind of shy around this person at first, and it took some time for them to kind of, get you out of that box, out of that comfort zone. They're really cute. They are really good looking. I kind of feel I'm seeing someone with dimples even. Maybe that's what you have that they like about you. I don't know. But I'm also seeing someone with like longish hair, even like bangs or side swept bangs. Maybe that's when you guys first met. I don't know. But I think someone is really starting to see, or did see in the past, and why everything had to end was that despite the love and the care, like it still wasn't enough for me. And that's why I had to go. That's why I had to leave this. And with the Knight too, it could mean someone, emotionally available one day and completely disconnected the next. And that is not how Cancer gives in relationships. And that is what would drive Cancer to walk away or to be turned off by the whole connection. Cancer's a real person, a real, down-to-earth, deep person. And the second that someone tries to play with that authenticity, that's where it ends. I'm even seeing someone with like braces or even like a retainer. Interestingly enough, maybe messages for someone. But yeah, Cancer, now that you're gone, they miss that excitement in their life, that passion in their life, the happiness you brought. And I'm saying that because the dead center here is the Sun card. So again, Leo energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. You could have Leo in your chart. But yeah, they really are starting to see how happy they were when they were around you, when they had you, when you guys would go on those trips, go on those dates, go on a specific vacation with one another, even if it was just like a weekend trip, even if it was just like an Airbnb in a nearby town for the weekend. They still remember that trip they had with you for some. But yeah, now this time apart that they've had with you, they're really starting to see. They're coming into their own spiritual awakening over this absence of you, Cancer. And they're not the same person they were, I want to tell you, because of you leaving, because of this ending between the two of you, however it ended. They are starting to see the situation, their feelings, their experience, the connection more clearly now than they did when you were around. And they feel like you're a soulmate. They feel like you're the only person that could truly understand them, that truly gets them, that has seen them for all that they are. And maybe you have Cancer, but at the time when you guys were together, they weren't willing to do more. They were happy with where it was at, and they weren't looking to progress anything. But now I feel that's their big regret. I even feel Cancer, they may have tried to move on to other people, may have tried to move on with, dating other people or hanging out with their friends. Their friends have been trying to take them out to meet new people. Maybe they reactivated their dating apps. Nothing has compared to you. No one and no experience they've had with anyone else has compared to you. And that's where they're feeling the hardest too. And again, I feel something, maybe you guys met around the summer solstice, or maybe you met in the summertime, 1 year, last year, I don't know. But they think about like the time when you guys really started to hang out every day, when you guys would, go on a picnic. I'm kind of picking up for someone out there. I don't know why, but those daytime activities, day drinking activities, I don't know, I'm hearing like summer of love almost. And if that's not exactly the case for you guys, that was the feeling they kind of got of it. But now they're seeing, what they should have done, what they could have had. It's becoming so clear to them now. It's illuminating, their insecurities, their fears, their doubts, but there's a new fire that's being lit under them in regards to what they want with you, Cancer. And I feel they're coming in your energy or coming in this reading because they're not, I don't feel in their eyes, they see this as the end between the two of you. And this could be like, damn, Mermaid, I haven't talked to them in a year. They still think about you and they still have a plan in regards to this with you. They really are seeing what happened when they took you for granted and what they've lost because of it. What's crossing this is the Six of Swords, Aquarius energy. So, what's challenging us is the fact that they think you have completely moved on mentally from this. You've made your choice, you made your decision. You may have even moved to another city since you guys stopped talking, since you split up, moved outside of the area physically. But with the Six of Swords, how do they get you back? How do they get you to change your mind and to see that there's more to this, that they're sorry? They want to talk, but they haven't reached out because they think your mind's made up. Especially if, you've left them on red or you didn't reply to their last call or whatever. I almost feel like you guys ended things through like a really, really long text message. And you were like, that's the last message I'm going to send. And you held to that. And that message, that paragraph, they reread a lot. They reread it all the time. Just saying. But with the Six of Swords, yeah, it's like how to move towards Cancer again, even after this time apart. How to have this conversation. Because I see energetically, they're not letting you go. But I think, the swords being the challenge here, they don't know how to bring this conversation up. They don't know how to speak on this. They don't know if you want to hear them. I'm seeing someone that likes to wear a charm bracelet too. Now, whether that's like a literal charm bracelet or like a specific bracelet that has a pendant on it, like, a crescent moon or a star or something like that. And it's silver for someone out there. Silver jewelry may mean something to someone. What's crowning this is the Ace of Wands. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, Cancer, this passion for you will always be alive, will always be strong. This fire that they have for you. They've always been sensually, sexually out of control when it comes to you. They always had to kiss you. They always had to touch you, whether that was your knee or your thigh or your lower back. They always had to let people know that, you two were together physically. As far as like if you guys went to a party, they'd have their arm around you or vice versa, right? And again, like what I said with the Sun card, there's a new fire that's being sparked about what they can do about this with you. there's a new inspiration or hope that's been lighted up. And I don't know if it's because they've done their own healing, they've done their own awakening on their side, but there's something that they want to pursue now, Cancer. I feel like they still think you're their other half, you're their other one. They're still convinced of it. I feel with this Ace of Wands, they want to see you face to face. They're not going to have this phone conversation, this text message battle. If they do want to resolve this, if they are going to try to do it in July, they want to see you in person to talk all about it. I mean, sexually, you were the best in bed that they've ever had. They still think of the nights when you guys made love. If you did, if you didn't, it's not your message. But if you did, yeah, there was like a soul bond through the sexual connection that you guys had that they still think about, that they still go crazy about. But yeah, through this clarity now that they've had through the time apart, there's something new that they want to start with determination, with inspiration, with passion. That has never died for you, Cancer. But what's rooting this is the Four of Swords. So Libra energy, you know, I don't know the name of this song, and I swear I probably only know this part of the song. But if you know what I'm talking about, if you know the song once I kind of sing it, let me know. But it's like, we don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. I don't know. That's the only part of the song I know. If you know what I'm singing, comment it below. Maybe someone will find the resonance with that song. It's like a techno song or like an EDM song, I kind of feel. But anyway, yeah, they know that rooted in this right now, where it stands, you guys haven't talked in a bit. You guys are separated. Neither of you have reached out since the last conversation you've had. And maybe you left them on red since the last conversation you had. And they get this like gut feeling that like even if they were to try, you wouldn't want to hear it. Whether that's true or not, that's what they fear. So they've kept their space, they've kept their distance out of respect for you. Even if for a while there was the one time you wanted the most for them to reach out, they didn't understand that. They thought you wanted your space. Maybe now that's the case between the two of you. Maybe that is what you've been looking for since they didn't give you what you wanted. But, you know, with this Four of Swords, they're still silent and they realize like maybe it has taken too long for them to do something about it. Maybe the timing, you know, is not working in their favor right now. And their lack of communication and their lack of action was really sealing the deal for you to not want to engage in this again. I almost feel for some of you even straight up told them, like, don't text me, don't call me, don't, because it really hurt you. Someone has a bad habit of chewing or biting on their nails too. A nail biter. Also, Cancer, I feel like if they were to come back with this, it would be a hard conversation for them to have because it would mean for them to admit to the downfall of the two of you and to take responsibility and accountability for it, which they may not feel prepared for yet. They know it's going to be a, you know, icy reception when they slide back in your DMs or text you or try to call you. I kind of want to clarify this Four of Swords to see if there's anything I'm missing from this. Can you clarify the Four of Swords for Cancer? The World card. Oh, that seals it. You know, fixed energy, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio energy. Yeah, they think you've moved on. And that's why you haven't reached out. They think you're on to newer, better things. You are meaning to be single. You are meaning to explore other territories, other places. Maybe some of you are traveling right now, and that's why there's distance between the two of you. And the only access they have to you maybe is through social media, World Wide Web, interaction. And if you don't have social media, that's making it a lot harder for them to check in on you and to see how you're doing. The only way they can sense it out is through their thoughts and through their memories and through the psychic cord that may still exist between the two of you through their regret of what happened. But yeah, the real reason why they've kept silence is because they think you've moved on completely and totally. Bottom of the deck, the Sun card. Oh my goodness, twice, Cancer. Maybe some of you have Leo Venus like I do. But yeah, at the bottom of the deck with the Sun card, it's they want you to be happy. And so maybe they've kind of accepted you guys being apart because they didn't want to hurt you anymore, or they didn't want to, you know, from their unpreparedness or their unreadiness to take this further, knowing they couldn't give you what you wanted. That's why they gave you the space too. But it still haunts them, Cancer, the happiness they had with you. How you were unlike anyone else. You brought this light into their life that they have not been able to get since you've left. Not that you were the only source of happiness in their life, but there was a big proponent of having you in their life that made them very, very happy. Something about your smile specifically for a lot of you. You have a great smile. They miss your smile. They miss seeing you smile. Maybe your Avi on social media is of you smiling. That they still have the only thing to look upon. Or a picture of you smiling, maybe in their bedroom, maybe in bed. How they see you in this situation, Cancer, is the Four of Wands, or, you know, what your energy was or is in this. Aries energy. You would have been a ride or die, Cancer, if they were able to match it up with you. If they were able to give the same energy to you as you did to them, there wouldn't have been stopping you guys. If you guys were willing to work on this to, you know, both of you have the partnership of making each other happy, doing what it takes to make each other happy, this would not have ended. And Cancer, I feel like you felt they weren't willing to do that for you. Big ways, small ways. Whether that was to like move in with you, whether that was to, you know, spend more time with you, whether that was to, you know, stop texting an ex that they considered a friend, whatever it was, right? And they look at you now as being the ideal partner, the best connection that they had. And you had, again, you were a lot of fun. You guys did a lot of fun things. You were not boring. You were not someone that was stagnant. You went to concerts with this person. You went to parties with this person. You traveled with this person, maybe. Whatever it was, even if you were at home Netflixing and chilling, they had a great time with you. Reverse cowgirl is definitely a position you guys use that they think about. But now that, you know, that's all they're left with is the memories of those times with you. And with the fact that you were the best partner they had, and that they haven't been able to find that in anyone else. You would have been the ideal person, the ideal partner. You were everything that they wanted, a romantic soulmate. It was just it was realized way too late. How they are in this situation, how you may see them. King of Pentacles. Taurus energy. Now, for some of you, when I overturned this card, I heard stubborn. Like they were too fixed in their ways. They were, you know, unable to move or make the moves that you wanted them to be. They were very happy with the situation, so why would they change anything? For some of you, there were small instances that you saw that they were a little bit jealous about you. Maybe a little bit aggressive or possessive even for some of my Cancers. Not for everyone, okay? But I'm picking up on that for some. And it was like, if it's not my way, it's not any way. That's how you kind of saw this person, and it was really frustrating. Maybe a lot of you saw or felt like they were too stubborn in their ways. They were never going to change. But others of you, if that's not so much the case, then this King of Pentacles indicates where they're at now. And they've done growth, I gotta say, through this awakening, through this time apart. They realize what they want. And again, with the stubbornness, whether it's positive or negative, they're going to pursue this one day. Will that be the end of July? I don't know. But they're still determined on reaching out to you, on energetically connecting to you. And when the time is right, doing something about it. I feel that's where they're in their moment right now that they've come to this realization, now that they've woken up. How can I move this forward? What is the best plan? Because they want something serious with you still, Cancer. They always will. Now, there are 2 4s here I'm seeing in the spread now. Your birthday could be July 4th, July 14th, maybe June 24th for someone out there, or 444 or 44 has been a number synchronicity you've been seeing a lot lately, or always have seen. Just confirmations for someone out there. But with this King of Pentacles, they're now ready where they weren't before. But is it too late? So what are they going to do about this, Cancer? Are they going to pursue this? Are they going to leave this in the dust? Are they going to keep their distance? What's going to happen by the end of July? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome of this situation. But I'm also going to pull oracle cards as well. Yes, to add to the likely outcome, but to see more about this connection, about this person. What does Spirit want you to know so you can make the best decision for yourself with whatever happens? So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Cancer, I really hope that this has resonated with you in some way, has given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to this connection, in regards to this situation and this person. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Cancer, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Cancer.